Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm looking a little bit fresh-faced because I've got no makeup on, but all is to be revealed. So if you're new here, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. And yeah, thanks for dropping by. Let's get going. So today I'm going to be trialing out Aldi's makeup range. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to Aldi before, but you go in their middle aisle and it's always, what am I going to find today? They have the most random stuff there. And they've decided to venture into the beauty area, so they do skincare and makeup. Now the thing is with the Aldi makeup range, it's not just any makeup. They basically based it on dupes of the really big brands such as YSL, MAC, Benefit for a fraction of the price. Like, it's crazy cheap in Aldi. Those brands, they charge quite a lot for their products, so I just wanted to see if it's too good to be true, whether I can actually save loads of money using their makeup. So I thought, let's have a go. Let's see what it's like. Let's see if it's worth the hype. So let's go. Okay, let's get going. Now, first off, I have just washed my face and I've not got anything on it. I'm going to start with that illuminating primer. Now this is a copy of the Smashbox primer, which I've heard a lot of beauty bloggers raving about. I've not actually tried it myself. This cost, let me see, I wrote it down, £5.99, and the Smashbox one cost £28. So that's a massive difference. If I can get into it, I will show you what it looks like. So yeah, the packaging's, looks like that. It's fine. And this is what it looks like. So it's only quite a small bottle. And I'm excited to see what it looks like on. So let's go. I've actually put a mirror just to my right so I can actually see a bit better. So I don't want to be doing close-ups in the camera because I don't want to scar anyone by seeing my face that's zoomed in. So already you can see it is illuminating. It's saying what it's meant to do. It's gone on quite nicely actually. It's quite soft, like silky to touch, and it seems to have gone on quite well. Okay, let's go on to the next part. Now I've got a CC cream. Okay, I just told a lie. I've actually got the BB cream. I couldn't find a direct comparison what this is meant to be. I read somewhere the CC cream is similar to, excuse me, to the MAC version. Now the MAC version is £25 and this was £2.99. This is a light skin tone because obviously I am really pale. And it's got a touch of foundation in. So let's have a look. Okay, so it comes out like it's tinted obviously. I am just using my fingers. I think with creams and stuff you can get away with using your fingers, but feel free to use a brush. I am no MUA, so yeah, do what suits you best. So I've just blended in a layer of that. Now, as you can see, it is a really light coverage. CC creams aren't meant to be, but they're not full coverage, so don't expect it to be like a foundation and give you this flawless skin. However, it seems to have gone quite nicely. It doesn't look like it's gone patchy or anything yet. And yeah, it's a light covering, It's not going to completely cover I cannot speak today, what is wrong with me? It's not going to completely cover your blemishes, but it will help and it'll give you that kind of like glowy looking skin. Okay, so now I've got the concealers. These are meant to be like the YSL ones. Now the YSL are £26 and these are £2.99. I bought them in two colours. Number 200, which is Savannah, and 100, which is Cashmere, because I wasn't sure which one I'd go for. I do also use concealer as a base for eyeshadow. I really hope that that's not the wrong thing to do and people aren't like, oh my god, squirming at that comment. So apologies if I've offended the makeup industry. So let's have a look. Shadow comes out. So it literally didn't come out and it's all come out really quickly. That one is a very pinky colour. Okay, so this one here is Savannah and then that one there is Cashmere. So the Cashmere one is a bit more pinky. This one's quite dark actually. So I'm going to work with the Cashmere one and see what that looks like. I will a little bit under my eye. I'm just gonna grab my beauty blender. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to use my beauty blender to blend it in. Let's see what this looks like. It is very light, the coverage of this concealer. It's not a thick one, but it's not meant to be. That's blended in nicely. So I've got quite dark circles under my eyes, so I'm always a bit OCD about the concealers that I use, and I usually have like a primer first and then my concealer on, but we're just gonna go with this, winging it a little bit, like, okay, like it's covered it a little bit, but it is very light. And now I'm just gonna put a bit on my eyelids. I always put a concealer on my eyelids just as a bit of a base. Again, I don't know if that's right, but it seems to work for me. I sometimes find if I just went straight in with the eyeshadow, it wouldn't go on as nicely. Okay. Right, eyeshadow. I've gone for the Revival one. They have a few different palettes, different colours. Now, again, I couldn't get a straight answer. Somewhere said that these were copies of the Urban Decay palettes, which were usually about £43. I also read somewhere else that they were copies of the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones. So again, another expensive brand. I chose this colour because I like warmishy tones. I usually wear kind of orangey colours around my eyes. I've got green eyes and I think it just makes your eyes pop. So I'm going to use the brush. It comes with that little brush. And yeah, I'm going to use, the first colour I'm going to put on is Rebirth. That's the really pale one, just as a bit of a base. I've got a mirror so I can look at this rather than the camera. It's like a nice coverage. Like it definitely, you can see where it's been. Like it goes on nicely, but I am putting quite a lot on. Okay. It's fine. Like, I don't know what to say about it. Now I'm going to put on Vitality, the orangey one, and I'm going to use the other brush for that. Well, I feel like I knocked all the powder off by doing that. Try and blend it in a little bit so it doesn't look as harsh as it currently looks. I'm having a great time with my camera today. It decided to just not record all of that last bit. It says that it's too hot. My room is literally in ice block. I'm freezing, so I do not understand. Anyway, me and technology, that's a whole other story. What I've done is I've got the Renewal one, that kind of sparkly one, and I've just gone from my inner corner and just on my lid and tried to blend it in. And then I've also done it across my lower lash, and then I've got the Vitality and gone from this kind of corner upwards. I don't know why I'm being so dramatic, but I think when you put it on the lower lash it does open your eye up a bit more. I'm also obsessed with using a pale coloured eyeliner. I use the Charlotte Tilbury one and I just put that on my lower lash line and it really does open my eyes. It's like a subtle difference, but once you start it's like, yeah, I can't stop this now. Which is great because it means more money spent. But anyway, now I've done that, I'm going to try the mascara. Okay, I'm back with the mascara. As you can see, the packaging is very, very similar to the Benefit one. The Benefit mascara is £22. This is £5.99, which is a massive difference. But I mean, it is literally the exact same packaging. I'm not quite sure how they've gotten away with that, but they're a big company. I think they know what they're doing rather than me. So I'm going to try it out. Looks like that. The brush head is the same. And I'm going to do it into this mirror rather than the camera because, like I say, you do not want me close up. Okay, I don't know if you can see a difference. I feel like not a lot comes out on the brush. You have to keep putting a few layers on, but you know, you can tell I've got mascara on from here. I hate when I do that. No. Does anyone else do that? They've got the eyeshadow done and then they go put mascara on and just get black marks all over it. So I'm gonna have to go over the top. I don't think that's anything to do with this mascara, by the way. That's just me being an idiot applying makeup. Okay, I've tried to fix where I made that mistake on my eye, but I think the mascara is fine. It's not very over the top. You know, it's quite a natural looking one, which is fine. If that's what you're going for, then it's, you know, a nice daytime mascara. I'm just like seeing in the mirror what it looks like, but it's not crazy. Like, it doesn't make my lashes go whoa. Or maybe it's just my lashes, I don't know. Anyway, now we're gonna go on to the Cheeky Cheeks palette. This is a dupe of a Benefit. They seem to like copy a lot of Benefit stuff, to be honest. And this cost them, so this is £26 from Benefit and it is £4.99 from Aldi. Just madness. I'm struggling to get into it. There we go. Done that. Looks like. So we've got the bronzer, highlighter and the blush. I'm gonna have to use my own brushes for this. I mean, you'd have to buy brushes anyway if you bought the Benefit one. Oh my gosh, it smells really sweet. That's really cute. It's like a candy smell. Now I'm going to do the bronzer first. So I'm going to try and contour a little bit, give my face some shape, give me some cheekbones, make my nose a bit slimmer. All things that are needed. I am going to use the Benefits one. I like this brush. I think it's really nice and precise. So I'm just going to a little bit on, and then I feel like I put quite a lot on there. Let me just get this mirror off. Yeah, I'll just blend it loads, but yeah, as you can see, a lot of product comes onto the brush. Wow. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, you can definitely see the bronzer. I'm not sure how subtle it is. And then I will just put a bit down here. I don't think I'm going to try and contour my nose too much because I think it will literally just look awful. Like, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to embarrass myself anymore. I think this is fine if you're obviously going for a night out, going clubbing, but obviously clubs aren't open because we're in a world pandemic, but still, soon. Next year, summer. The everyday it is dark. I feel like this camera is making it look a lot worse than it is because in the mirrors it's not as bad, aka when it's dark lighting, which is like the go-to for every girl when their makeup's going wrong. Well, it'll be dark when we get there. I always say to my friends, oh, it'll be dark, don't worry. Okay, so I feel like that looks really harsh, but I don't know, maybe if I stand back a little bit out of the bright light, it looks a bit more natural. Now I'm going to go to blush. When I do blush, I try and do a little bit more on my cheekbone and work up rather than straight on there. The bronzer went straight on. I feel like... Is there any blush even going on yet? A little bit. Yeah, that's fine. I do a little bit on my nose. Like so. Like I say, it smells really sweet. Yeah, that alright? Let's see. Okay, let's go on to the highlights. Middle one. Let's glow. I love highlighter. It's one of my favourite things. I think it really brings together the makeup look, you know. I used to go crazy with it, but I do think I've calmed down. You can definitely, you see a difference? It's quite subtle. I think in some ways it's better to have it subtle because then you can just build it up if it's a buildable thing. On the nose, but I've not got like those cute little noses where you can highlight them very well. My nose is annoying. And then I'm going to get a little brush. I'm just going to use my finger actually and put it on the corner of my eye. That's nice. A little bit up here. And that is the finished look. I think it's, well, I don't want to say too much. I know that the bronzer maybe looks a little bit harsh, but I think in this lighting any bronzer would, and I kind of got a little bit carried away. I don't know, I just didn't expect so much to go on the brush and actually stick onto my face, because like with the highlight I've had to build up a little bit and the concealer, excuse me, and the blush, whereas the bronzer went woo straight off. And my skin is really pale, so it's probably something to do with that, the contrast. But I don't think that's too bad, you know. I think that's quite a nice, like, this is a nice little daytime look. Maybe a little bit harsh on the eyeshadow. I don't wear a lot of makeup, so for me that would be fine. I won't even wear this to work. When I go to work, all I do, this is how lazy I am, I do my skincare and I put mascara on and that's it. Like, I don't know who I think I am, but and the fact that we've been in lockdown, I'm surprised I knew what this even is. I remembered. Anyway, that is fine, and you know, they're so much cheaper than the designer brands that they're copying, like fraction of the price, you know. So in total I think it comes to about £33 for a full face of makeup. Now I didn't get any lip stuff, that's the only thing, so yeah, my lips are looking a little bit weird in comparison to the rest of my face. I didn't get any lip things, and they do eyebrow stuff again, I didn't get any of that. I've just left mine natural, as you can tell. So yeah, that cost £33. I think that's incredible. And I'm impressed with it, you know, I'm impressed with it. I'm going to see how long it lasts. You can get a setting spray again. I couldn't find that. That's the only thing with Aldi, is you can't really go in expecting to find something, because a lot of the time it's just what they've got in that week. They do have online though, and a lot of makeup's being sold on eBay, so if you can't see it in your store, just try the online site or type it into eBay and it should hopefully come up. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that, and I hope you've enjoyed watching. And I know that I will not have I won't have taught you anything to do with makeup, how to apply it, probably the complete opposite of what you're meant to do. But if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe and look out for my next video. Thank you so much for the support, I do really appreciate it, especially if you have reached this far. So yeah, thank you so much everyone, and have a lovely day.